Well, I don't know if you were aware of it. Not that you should be, because this was pretty much a localized thing.
Okay.
But since you brought up Rahm.
Okay.
Rahm Emanuel, former White House chief of staff for the current president.
Yeah, the current sitting asshole.
He came into town about 4 years ago and just basically took over the mayor's office of Chicago.
Right.
Basically, pretty much unopposed.
Mm-hmm.
Just rode in and just took over.
Right.
The former Mayor Daley, basically retired, and Rahm just came in and just took over.
All right.
Because that's their right, their birthright to just take over and control the city of Chicago, the third largest market.
Control the city of Chicago.
Right. Well, this week there was an election held.
Okay.
For the mayor of Chicago, and Rahm Emanuel, the current sitting mayor, needed to win 50% of the vote plus one.
Okay.
To retain his seat.
All right.
Several people had opposed him by the name of Willie Wilson.
Willie Wilson.
Willie Wilson.
Okay.
A prominent African-American businessman in the Chicago.
Willie Wilson? I can't believe it.
And another individual, I would call him a Spanish-American or perhaps Mexican-American.
Okay.
By the name of Chewy Garcia.
So Chewy Garcia, Willie Wilson opposed Rahm Emanuel.
They did.
Wow.
Rahm Emanuel failed to achieve the 50% plus one this week. He was only able to knock down 45% of the vote.
Oh, my God.
So, therefore, he will face a runoff in, I believe, April.
So he could still win?
He could still win, yes.
So now he doesn't have to have 50% plus one?
No, he has to win the runoff now against his closest opponent, which would be Chewy Garcia.
Chewy Garcia is kicking it.
Yep.
So why would they have that kind of an election in the first place? What causes it to not just be most votes wins?
To be honest with you, I don't really understand the whole election process.
Okay.
But in order to avoid a runoff, the current sitting mayor, which happens to be Rahm Emanuel, needed to win 50% plus one.
Is that just in Chicago? I've never heard of that.
That I don't know the answer to. I claim ignorance on this whole thing.
Okay.
But I will tell you that Chewy Garcia... he opposed Rahm Emanuel. He was a big city school advocate. I don't know if
this is so fucking wrong. What the fuck?
So
I'm not gonna say what it says, but goddamn, dude.
Right?
Really?
Well, Willie Wilson.
Yeah.
He ran some political ads.
Yeah.
For himself.
Okay.
Which, if this was run by Caucasian Americans,
Pantera Americans,
this would be considered racist.
Okay.
But these commercial, I'm going to play a commercial here. This is an actual commercial.
All right. You saw it on TV or something?
It was on the radio.
All right.
This actual commercial was produced for the Willie Wilson candidacy.
Okay.
And it was run. Now, Willie Wilson, as I said, is a prominent businessman in the Chicago area. So he does a lot of good things. He's very wealthy from what I understand.
Okay.
He donates a lot of money for a lot of different good causes.
Okay.
So he's a, what do you call those people who donate a lot of money?
Not an entrepreneur.
No, it's, I'm
A humanitarian. But
humanitarian, but that isn't the word I'm looking for. But he donates a lot of his money. He makes a lot of money and he donates a lot of money. But anyway, he ran against Rahm Emanuel as looking for the black
philanthropist.
There you go. That's exactly the word I'm looking for. Philanthropist. So he garnered a lot of the black vote.
Okay.
And Chuy Garcia garnered a lot of the Hispanic vote.
Okay.
Which took away from Rahm Emanuel's overall vote. Mm-hmm. So that is why Rahm Emanuel faces a runoff.
Okay.
But here's the stunning thing as far as this election or the election campaigning was concerned.
All right.
Willie Wilson, a prominent African-American businessman, literally ran this commercial during his candidacy. This is not a joke. This is the real commercial.
Okay.
All right. One of the biggest contentions in the Chicago metropolitan area, Chicago, as with a lot of metropolitan cities within the United States, they face deficits in their budgets.
Okay.
Since Rahm Emanuel has taken office, some of the tactics that they've used to raise capital or finances for the city is that they've installed a lot of red light cameras.
Okay, yeah.
And one of the controversies with the red light cameras is that they start taking pictures during the yellow light cycle and sending out the tickets, even though you may not have,
during when the light's yellow.
Yeah, when it's yellow.
Okay.
And if you don't dispute it, you'll end up paying that $100 ticket.
Wow.
Okay, so they've literally raised millions of dollars
by cheating. They've stolen
more or less. Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
So there's a lot of controversy within the city of Chicago that the red light cameras are fixed.
Well, who put them in?
Rahm Emanuel.
Can somebody not file a lawsuit?
Well, they have, and there's a lot of dispute about this, but currently they're in place and they are collecting revenue for the city.
Okay.
And one of the biggest contentions during this election cycle for the mayor of Chicago is to get rid of these red light cameras.
Okay.
And Willie Wilson in his campaign has sort of focused on that in some regard.
All right.
Now, if you want to talk about the stereotypical, how people view, quote unquote, African Americans in this country,
okay,
I think Willie Wilson has zeroed in on it.
All right, let's hear this.
All right, so here is a real, legitimate ad for Willie Wilson for the mayor of Chicago.
All right.
Compliments of Wheezy.
I just got a red light ticket.
What?
Baby, it wasn't my fault. I was at the yellow light and went click, click, click.
I told you to slow down.
Oh, baby, it wasn't my fault. I'm on some bullshit, baby.
That's true. I got one yesterday.
What?
I just didn't want to tell you.
Really?
It ain't me, baby. It's wrong.
Oh, right.
This is Willie Wilson. I am sponsoring the traffic because I am tired of you getting all of these red light tickets.
I want a divorce.
I want a new mayor.
I want a divorce.
I want a new mayor.
Save your marriage. Save
some
our
money.
city.
How are we going to pay these tickets?
I don't know, boo, but maybe eat a little less, like
are
one
you
meal a day.
calling me fat?
No, I ain't calling you fat. You do look a little fat in that, though. I mean,
Why don't you try walking the kids to school?
schools? Well, I'm close all the schools, honey.
You could cut back on some of your medication.
My medication?
Well, let's just dump rhyme and stay together.
Okay.
Save our schools. Save our children. Punch 2. To volunteer, come to 5120 King Drive or 345 South Sacramento.
This is Willie Wilson, and I approve this message.
Paid for by friends of Willie Wilson.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not shitting you, dude. I've listened to that commercial every day On my way home from work on WLS.
Lordy be. Oh, my God.
Could you have crafted a more step and fetch it commercial?
Jesus Christ. James!
Exactly.
James, I got the red light ticket.
I got one yesterday. I just didn't want to tell you.
I'm going to have to buy some more Fatback. Whatever the fuck she buys.
Could you imagine?
That is fucking crazy. Come on. That just sounds insulting.
That's my point.
Oh, my God.
But this apparently appeals to the base.
No, it does. No way it does. That's why Willie Wilson lost.
Well, yeah, he garnered, X amount percentage of the vote, but he did not win the runoff against Rahm.
But you said he finished third.
Yeah, he finished third.
So he got the least votes.
Yeah.
Because he fucking ran a completely racist campaign.
But here's the thing. If Willie Wilson runs this commercial,
yeah,
is that considered racist?
Well, if Willie Wilson does, no. But if Rahm Emanuel did, you'd have a fucking Ferguson situation going on in Chicago.
Of course. So it's okay to do that on one hand, but not okay to do it on another hand.
You know it is. You know that's the way it works, dude.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it again?
I would absolutely. That's craziness.
I just got a red light ticket.
What?
Baby, it wasn't my fault. I was at the yellow light and went click, click.
I told you to slow down.
Oh, baby, it wasn't my fault. I'm on some bullshit, baby.
That's true. I got one yesterday.
What?
I just didn't want to tell you.
Really?
It ain't me, baby. It's wrong.
Oh, right.
This is Willie Wilson. I am sponsoring the traffic because I am tired of you getting all of these red light tickets.
I want a divorce.
I want a new mayor.
I want a divorce.
I want a new mayor.
Save your marriage. Save
some
our
money.
city.
How are we going to pay these tickets?
I don't know, boo, but maybe eat a little less, like
Are
one
you
meal a day.
calling me fat?
No, I ain't calling you fat. You do look a little fat in that, though. I mean,
Why don't you try walking the kids to school?
schools? Why don't close all the schools, honey?
You could cut back on some of your medication.
My medication?
Well, let's just dump Rahm and stay together.
Okay.
Save our schools. Save our children. Punch 2. To volunteer, come to 5120 King Drive or 345 South Sacramento.
This is Willie Wilson, and I approve this message.
Paid for by friends of Willie Wilson.
How could he approve that message?
He did.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So he, they're fat. They're on medication.
Yeah.
Call each other boo.
Completely every stereotype known to man.
Of course. Perfectly fine.
All he needed was some watermelon and grape soda, and they got it done.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
I was on the way to KFC, honey. I got a red light ticket.
And what is the marriage thing? I don't even. I'm not so offended by them saying that they want a divorce or whatever, but I'm more offended by Willie Wilson calling it in the middle of it when he talks, saying, "Stay married."
Yeah, well, these problems with the red light tickets and the school closing and stuff is causing strife within the marriage, and these people are just like saying, "Fuck it, I'm getting divorced. I can't deal with the strife that this mayor is causing us."
That is crazy.
So not only is Rahm robbing the citizenry with these red light tickets, but he's causing divorces among the 30% of African Americans that actually do get married.
That damn Rahm Emanuel.
Yeah. The surprising thing to me is that these two were actually married.
Yeah. Well, that's a good step.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's outside the stereotype.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't have any kids either.
Well, they were walking the kids to school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She goes, "Why don't you try walking the kids to school and get off your medication?"
Yeah. So
obviously high blood pressure and, sickle cell anemia and, diabetes, that doesn't run rampant within the African-American, people.
So
get off your medication.
So bad.
I know. Everything about that is wrong. Every single thing about that commercial was wrong, but that literally was a election or a campaign commercial.
That is fucking so funny.
Perfectly fine.
I got to see if there's more of this guy's commercials.
Willie Wilson.
Let me look up Willie Wilson, Chicago. Willie Wilson, Chicago commercial. Is this a commercial? Punch 2. Want to try one? Just random?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is Willie Wilson, Mayor of Chicago.
I love this city. I love its people. It has endless potential to be the best city for everyone, in every neighborhood, for business and industry. But it is hurting due to poor leadership. I want to fix that. As your mayor, I would take the steps to make us all proud to call Chicago our home.
Jesus, how does he get successful in business? He can't even talk.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's got some great ideas or something, but fucking A, don't you have to speak to do this?
You would think so.
Well, here's some more. Want to try some more?
Please, have at it.
All right, this is Willie Wilson. Was that loud enough, or did I need to
Yeah,
turn
that was plenty.
All right. Here's Willie Wilson with the police chief or police organization. Let's try this.
Chicago is a big city, 234 square miles. We have 50 aldermen to watch over our neighborhoods, but only one police superintendent. As mayor, I would add 3 more superintendents and form separate districts for them to be responsible for bringing top management of the police forces closer to our citizens.
I don't think he has the top row of teeth. I'm watching him talk, and you see the bottom teeth, but you don't see the top.
That's the teethuses.
I don't think he has his top row of teeth. I really don't. All right, here's Chicago police safety. You ready?
Yeah, please.
Community and police need to come together again. Police need to walk the streets, get to know the residents, ride the buses, the L, the subway, and once again become the officer friendly we always hear about. Police are the front line between us and crime. As mayor, I will begin programs to assure they will not only serve and protect, but also get to know us and our neighbors.
I'm telling you, this guy does not have front teeth. His top row of teeth.
His teethuses are gone.
I'm watching him, and he doesn't. You don't see his teeth. One more. Chicago's gasoline taxes.
All right.
And he bets it's the same stupid music again.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
While taxes do provide the funds to pay for our services, high taxes can drive business out of our city. Residents then go out of state to buy gas because our gas taxes are so high. And when they buy gas, they stop and buy many other items. Lowering gas taxes will keep those residents and dollars in our city.
Is that really a big problem in Chicago?
What, the gas tax?
That people go out of the state to fill up their tank?
Well, I mean, Indiana's state line is not that far.
Okay, but it's still 30 miles.
It's not that far.
How far is it?
Well, I mean, I work in quote-unquote Chicago, and the Indiana state line is literally a mile.
Oh, okay.
And there's a gas station right at the state line, so.
But is that a big financial loss for
Chicago? It's about $1 a gallon. It's $1 a gallon difference.
All right.
So you get, say you fill up 17 gallons, and that's $17 per car.
Right.
Times how many cars, whatever.
Yeah, I guess it could be, but it just seems like a pretty small thing to be.
Well, the tax price between the Indiana side and the Illinois side, it's $1 per gallon.
Yeah. All right. Well, not that you could ever understand what the fuck that guy was saying anyway. Is it just me, or does he not speak very clearly?
No, he doesn't. He definitely has the affect.
Yeah. I mean, he's not as bad as that guy that just died from Boston.
No.
Whatever that guy's name was. What's his name? The mayor of Boston?
Yeah, I don't know the guy's name.
What's his name? I know Opie and Anthony used to bust his balls all the time.
Yeah, the guy with the skating rink.
Yeah. Mayor Menino.
Yeah, Menino. That's right.
Menino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that's Willie Wilson.
Yeah. So I thought his commercial, Wheezy submitted that commercial, but I have been listening to that commercial for the last month.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. I want a divorce. I want a new mayor. I want a divorce. I want a new mayor.
Are you calling me fat?
Let's just unelect Rom and stay together.
Yeah. For now, I'm going to eat the ramen noodles. The fuck?
Just get off your medicine.
Quit your medicine, eat your ramen, pay your ticket.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to play a couple songs, then we'll come back and we'll do some moose.
All right,
so here's Alice Cooper. This is I Want to Be Elected.
All right. Nice.
Exclusively here.
On your classic metal show.